channel. It's been a bit of a break, hasn't it? I've not been online for a while. Don't feel like it anyway. So yeah, welcome back. Tonight I've got round 6 of the Next Gen Racing CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. So we are back after the mid-season break. Tell me if my sound's coming through all right, if you're listening. So yes, round 6, live from Laguna Seca tonight. It's an awkward track. The minis can get a bit squirrely through the old corkscrew, as you'll see in a few moments. So we've got 2 races. We've got a 15 minutes quali, and then a 15-minute first race, and then a 30-minute second race. Baggy, evening mate, how you doing? Tell me if the sound's coming through all right, that's appreciated. So let's go and have a look who we got in the room. Blackwell 411, or our friend Zach Blackwell from the Mini Challenge series. He raced in that. NGR Cutler. We've got Simon O'Neill, father of Ollie O'Neill. So NGR Bigsy in the room. Luke Doherty's in the room. Dan Butcher Lord, also from the Mini Challenge. Perfect, great, thanks Bags. Yeah, Dan's also from the Mini Challenge. Potter McPott, Pav 46, Carter Boy 99, Bert Fry, Ollie O'Neill and Weiss as well. So 11 drivers in the lobby. I'll get 1 or 2 more before the start of the actual race. Okay, so yeah, just a little bit of a delay while we try and locate the other drivers. Some drivers missing from the Pro-Am lobby as well. In the meantime, let me just pull up that. So, current standings while we're just waiting for this qualifier to start. We are still in the practice session. Potter McPott actually leads this championship. He's on 162 points. Pav 46 in second place. He's on 134 points. Third place, Ollie O'Neill. He's on 122. I've read that right. 132. Apologies, Ollie. 132. Chris Cutler in 4th, or NGR Cutler in 4th. He's on 129 points. In 5th, we've got Simon O'Neill. He's on 101 points. 1 point behind him is Carter Boy 99 on 100. NGR Bigsy in 7th is on 93. In 8th we've got Scar Wars, he's on 54 points. Conrad Racing on 47 points. Got a little bit strange. Luke Doherty's got 73 points, but he's sitting in 10th, so I'm not sure what's happening there. Scores looking a bit squiffy. And then we just jump to the bottom half of the table. Burnt Fry, evening. Told you not to come round. 11th place we've got Weiss. He's on 47 points. Yeah, I'll have to have a quick word with Cutler about that. Find out why Luke Doherty's all the way down in 10th with 73 points. 12th place is Burnt Fry. Obviously, I don't know if Burnt Fry, are you racing? Oh yeah, you're in the lobby tonight. He's racing and chatting. All right. No doubt we'll see some burnouts or handbrake turns or driftertronic in from Burnt Fry. So Burnt Fry sitting in 12th. 13th is ADG. He's on 21 points. Burnt Fry sitting on 44 points. I forgot to mention his points. And Prosser 14 sitting at the bottom of the pack in 14th place with 8 points. So I think he's only actually turned up at 1 race, to be honest. I need that back. Come back here, you. A lot to this circuit in the way of corner names. T1, T2, Andretti Hairpin, T3, T4, T5, T6, Rahal Straight, Corkscrew obviously. We've got T8, T8A, T9, T10 and T11. There you go, that's your corners. Rightio, so qualifier has begun then, 15 minutes. Slightly different setup between the 2 races. Medium tyres only in race 1. They do get the choice in race 2, but they don't get a full tank. So let's get ourselves out on track then. camera. There it is. So let's get ourselves up to first man on track. Oh, first man on track sitting in the pits. Alright, the first man on track is actually Luke Doherty. Let's turn the usual stuff on for the car. So yeah, these are just out laps. Is it one of their bags? Is it that unpredictable? Fine one day, crappy the next. So coming up to the infamous corkscrew now for Luke Doherty and Simon O'Neill through there cleanly. Did Dan get through? Yeah. Zach's got through as well. Cutler's through. We'll see what happens under race conditions. So there are actually two lobbies running tonight. We've got the pros and the pro-ams. The pros you're watching tonight have got 220 brake and they've got 1,050 kilos in weight. The pro-ams, Ollie O'Neill running a bit deep through the final turn. The pro-ams running 150 brake, same weight of car and same lobby setup. Their fuel's slightly different. I think it's ×8 in the second race and ×5 for the pro-ams in the second race. Yeah, quick shout out to the CHewitt Racing family as well. Make sure you go and give them some love. I'll put links in the description below to the CHewitt Racing Facebook pages and the Next Gen Facebook page as well. Right, so we should start seeing some times coming in then. All the liveries, actually genuine liveries from the Mini Cooper Challenge. Challenge UK series. So Potter and Pop out the pits then. So Pav, let's just have a quick look at Pav. Pav 46 here, actually taking the win. Was that in the TSW Minis? You have to remind me, Pav. Yeah, he's had a couple of good results recently as Pav 46. Let's go and have a look at Luke Doherty then, just about to put a first of the hot laps in then, and that final turn. What sort of times are we looking at? 131, 132, so 133 from Luke Doherty on the racing mediums. Let's go on board for a lap with Luke Doherty, so round at the Andretti hairpin then. Picture back up through turn 3. Nice, almost just over 90-degree turn through there. Heading down towards turn 4. You can take this with a bit more pace, slightly more open. Firing down through the little kink down towards turn 5. Again, slightly over 90 degrees this one. Back on the power up the hill then towards turn 6. Through turn 6, Luke just chucking it out of the way. Who's the next man on track? Let's find Dan BL. So just coming up to the corkscrew then. A little bit deep through there. Might pick up a penalty for that depending on how many wheels he got off track. Still got away with it. Towards turn 10, this final little straight, just getting two wheels on the sand. This naughty final elbow, difficult corner that one. And then back on the power again, heading towards now that start finish line. So 134.5 then for Dan BL. Lap times then. Doherty holding on to that P1 position at the minute, 133.1. Pav 46, 133.4, so straight up into second place for Pav. Blackwell in the sheer liveried Mini 33.9. Got back to me about that sponsorship deal we were going to sort me out with. That only I knew about. Dan's put a 134.3 in. NGR Cutler 134.3 as well. Sitting in 5th. Ultimate Pot was 6th, now 4th with a 133.9. So we jump down to Burn Fry, 134.5 for Burn Fry. 8th place we've got Carter Boy, 134.5 as well. Simon O'Neill, he's on a 134.6. Big Z on a 134.6 also. Ollie O'Neill on 135.0. So yeah, the son of Simon. Don't be your dad, you'll be going to bed with no tea. And Wise just sitting in the pits at the minute. Holding onto that P1, almost halfway through quali. Yeah, once Pav's not managed to close him down, with 0.3 of a second back actually for Pav at the minute. See what he's got now. 33.6, so consistent 133s. Still unable to close that gap on Luke Doherty then for P1. Dan's pushing himself up into 3rd, 133.603 for Dan. That's because we went on board with him. That's all our doing, people. Saying that, he's just been pushed down into 4th. Then Potterman Pot doing a faster lap, 133.302. Chucks himself into 2nd. 2 of a second behind Luke Doherty. So Dan then pushed down into 4th with that 133.6. Carter Boy 5th, he's got a little bit quicker, 133.6 as well. Zach Blackwell still on that 133.9 lap 2. Looks like Ollie O'Neill's just got that final turn wrong again, yeah. Looking at Burn Fry then, just sitting in the gravel, 134.0, 7th position. So Ollie 134.1 then, 8th place. NGR Cutler getting the Andretti hairpin all sorts wrong. Sitting in 9th at the minute for Cutler, 134.3. 134.5. Yeah, it's not a track I've raced on, to be honest. I have raced on it, but not masses. I think it was in one season of GTTCC. Is that Mr. Blackwell getting it all wrong through there? Where's he gone? Yes, he was just picking back on speed, getting himself back up to a race pace. Track there, 133.6. Maybe a little bit of glitching from Carter. But Fry's still parked up. Ollie O'Neill taking all sorts of inside lines through there, bouncing that Mini through that curb. Getting that final turn right this time. Maybe losing a little bit of speed to keep it on track there. Let's see what he's got as he comes across the line. 35.9. So he's managed to beat that 134.1 then. 10th. Big Z as per usual, last 5 minutes in the pits. Wise has not put a lap in. So Doherty then looks quite happy with his P1, just having a few practice starts maybe. Bottom of pot pot, little purple sector from Potter and Pot. So through the final turn, let's see what Potter's got as he comes across the line. Can he sneak that P1 position off Doherty? No. He's got quicker, 133.1. So there's only 11 thousandths behind Luke Doherty. So still pushing their Potter, 4 minutes to go. Then holding on to third. That's not that far off him either. He's got a little bit quicker, 133.3. Blackrock getting it all wrong through the final turn. Looks like Cutler's just got it wrong as well. 2 wheels on the sand at least for Cutler. To 6th with 133.6. Simon O'Neill got quicker, 133.6 for Simon O'Neill, chucks himself up into 7th. Fry then pushed down to 8th through that, 134.0. He's not done another lap since that one. He's not managed to beat 134.1 himself. Cutler struggling a little bit, 134.3. His fastest. Bigsy and Weiss just sitting the end of this one out. Pav, oh now, didn't see that one coming. Pav then taking pole position, 132.9. Wow. So Pav then, 2.5 minutes remaining, has gone in and snuck pole position from Luke Doherty. Pot putting any kind of challenge in there. Not with that lap. Dan almost a quarter of a second back from the top 3 at the minute. 2 minutes left on this one. Then we jump into race 1. Start view Laguna Seca is going to give me. Carter Boy just going a bit quicker then, 133.3, chucks himself up into 5th. Pushes Zach Blackwell down a position. Laps. Oh, all sorts of sideways through the chicane, I nearly called it, the corkscrew. Doherty, evening. Yeah, it should be good. You've been pipped for that pole position though, Luke. Pav's gone in. That's not cricket, is it? No, there you go, we're in. So, just 17 seconds remaining. Let's have a quick run through the order. Pav holding on to P1 then. Luke Doherty P2. Oh, what have you done there? Oh my god. Don't do things like that. I leant on the keyboard, sorry people. Potter in P3 then, just sticks it in the wall for good measure. Dan in P4, Carter Boy P5, Zach Blackwell in P6, Simon O'Neill P7, Ollie O'Neill getting a bit quicker, 133.7 then, so up into 8th. Pav. Just give me a quick shout out in the PlayStation chat then. Cutler in 10th. Biggsy 11th. And Weiss sitting at the back of the pack in 12th. Where's Bernd Fryer? He's probably doing donuts somewhere. There you go. I did call it, people. I did call it. Oh, now you've put a dent in your car, Bernd Fryer. What are you doing? Drive that thing properly, will you? Or not. Cutler then. Chucking himself off track. So pulling over. He should see him going to ghost mode any second. He should have got back out and done some laps then. I don't know what happened. Parked on the side. Where's Cutler gone? To change the camera, it won't let me see him. So standings, Pav then in P1, Luke Doherty P2. I have all read those out. So, race 1, Laguna Seca after the mid-season break or the summer break. 12 drivers on track. That's not great view, is it? That's not a great view either, but we do get to see Pav. So the revs are up, but get to see no lights. And they're away. So, not a bad start from Pav, does get a bit of wheel spin, under pressure already from Luke Doherty and Potter McPott as they head down into turn 1 then. Doherty side by side as they head into Andretti hairpin, as Luke Doherty got the position. He's got the inside line, a little bit of bumping and barging as he comes through there, to be expected though, but Pav's fighting back. He's got his inside down into turn 3. Not quite, he's just had to back out of that one. Holds on to second place though. Carter Boy's got up into 3rd, Ollie O'Neill 4th, Potter McPott in 5th. Someone's ghosting out there. Oh, there's a lot of glitching from Carter Boy. I think it's Simon O'Neill, Ollie O'Neill's picked up a penalty. Potter McPott being pushed down into 7th then while we've been watching. Pav also down in 6th. So I'm not sure what's happened to these drivers from the top. Luke Doherty as well pushed down. Potter McPott 7th, Blackwell in 8th, Biggsy in 9th, Cutler 10th, Weiss in 11th, position swapping as they go up the hill there. Cutler gets back into 8th, does he? Bernd Fryer 9th, Weiss in 10th. We'll all settle down a little bit soon. Potter McPott then all the way down in 11th now, Pav 46 in 12th. Not sure what's happening here. These two boys are 1st and 3rd. So back up front then. Carter Boy taking the lead. He's got about half a second from Ollie O'Neill. Ollie O'Neill's actually got half a second penalty. He's got a drop as well. So down into this hairpin then. Doherty down in 3rd then from that start. Was in 2nd. So Simon O'Neill into 4th, Dan in 5th. So we'll check where Potter and Pav are, see if they managed to catch back up to the rest of this pack. Potter just running it deep there through turn 3. So Pav in 11th, then Potter down at the back of the pack in 12th. Bit of work to do. Let's just see how far back they are. So Pav is 1.5 seconds off the back of Weiss at the minute. Potter McPott's about 0.9 of a second back. So yeah, a bit of work to do for those two. Carter Boy then. still holding on to that lead. Still got half a second from Ollie O'Neill, who's still holding that penalty. Simon O'Neill getting up into third, then Dan in fourth. Luke Doherty pushed down to fifth, although coming back at Dan. Dan's just driven almost off track, going back on though. Just manages to keep it in front of Luke, but runs it wide through the final turn. That pushes him all the way down to seventh. He's going to lose more time as well. I think Cutler's just got caught up, possibly smashed into the back of Dan or another driver. There's far too many cars there for me to actually see who he hit. So Simon up into third then, Zach Blackwell into fourth, Luke down into fifth now, Bigsy sixth, Bernd Fry in seventh, Weiss up into eighth, Dan in ninth, Pav up into 10th, Potter 11th, and now Cutler sitting at the back of the pack. Is that just run massively wide, or Weiss running it wide then? So he's now pushed into 11th, coming under pressure from Cutler down the inside then. Side by side as they head up the hill. Who's going to win out on this one? We've got Potter and Dan side by side as they head through turn 7. Wow! Weiss is running massively wide through there. You can't run it side by side through there, Weiss. That's yeah, you just can't do that. That's not going to work. So down in 12th and losing time. 5 seconds back now for Weiss. So Carter Boy then pulling out more of a lead. 1.3 seconds now from Ollie O'Neill. Trying to lose that penalty now, Ollie. Now he's got Simon, his dad, closing in on him. He needs to think about dropping that. It's only half a second between these two. So yeah, he's definitely got to think about dropping that penalty. So 5 minutes into race 1 then. Carter Boy leads the way from Ollie O'Neill, from Simon O'Neill. Luke Doherty's managed to get back past Zach up into 4th then. Zach's down in 5th now. Bigsy holding 6th, bit of a penalty to drop for himself. Bernd Fry at 7th. Pav up into 8th, Dan 9th. Potterman Pot in 10th. Getting some drivers picking up penalty there. Potterman Pot just putting in some purple sectors. Trying to get past Dan and down the inside. We just saw Cutler go through past Weiss up here. So he goes past, but Dan comes back at him down the inside. And Dan's got the advantage through this next turn. He's got the inside line. Potterman just drop him back a little bit. Trying to run side by side through there. Ah, who's that? Bigsy. Bigsy was holding 5th. Pushed all the way, sorry, was holding 6th, now pushed all the way down to 11th. So he's now got Weiss only 2.2 seconds back. Carter Boy still leading then, had that gap reduced down to a 2nd. Ollie O'Neill still with him, managed to make a bit of a break from his dad, nearly 3 seconds that gap. That's allowed Zach to close back up. He's got himself back past Luke Doherty as well, who pushed back down into 5th. So Pav then having a stormer coming through from the back of the pack into 6th at the minute in race 1. Just getting past Bernd Fry there. So Dan in 8th, still being hounded by Potterman Pot for that position. Have him a second to go around this next turn here, but Dan just swept back around the inside. Did the old switcheroo on Potter. Still holding on to that 9th, then Potter not managed to get past Dan yet. Cutler in 10th then. So he's a second and a half back at the minute. Bigsy down in 11th, being closed in by Weiss in 12th. Now only a second between those two. Little flash of the lights from Weiss as well. Now's the time to do it. Right as he's heading into the corkscrew. Oh, Carter Boy, I thought he was going off track there. Just a massive glitch in the matrix. Ollie O'Neill O'Neill's still fighting away though, dropping his penalty and sticking with Carter Boy. 7 minutes remaining. Again, big gaps developing. Simon O'Neill fending off Zach Blackwell for that third position. Although Zach's got his nose down the inside, he might be able to get this position done into the hairpin. So up the inside then for Zach Blackwell. Himself a little bit deep there, Simon O'Neill. That's allowed Luke Doherty to come back at him. Burnfry as well. Pab's right up there in this fight now. He's up into 7th. So he's looking for all those little mistakes that some of these drivers are making. Pot in the meantime has got himself up into 8th past Dan. So Dan pushed down into 9th now. Almost losing the tail end of that mini there. Still some tightly packed racing going on here. Cutler in 10th, just starting to spread out around the back. In the background we've got Bigsy and Wise side by side then as they head back up the hill. Who's got the drive? Wise is, yeah, I thought Wise had just got his nose in front. Oh, Bigsy's running deep through there again. He's not lost too much time. So into this corkscrew. He's picked up a penalty for all that off-track action. He's got to drop that penalty, and he's already lost a lot of time to Weiss. I forgot his name then for a second. Carter Boy then. He's also picked himself up a penalty. Ollie O'Neill's just about dropped it. So if Ollie O'Neill finishes the race, if he drops his penalty, obviously, within 0.3 of a second of Carter Boy, he takes the position. If Carter Boy doesn't lose his penalty either. There's only 5 minutes remaining. Carter Boy getting it a bit wrong through there. Getting it too badly wrong though. O'Neill not able to take advantage, but has closed the gap. So got it down to 0.3 now. Loose, heading up towards the infamous corkscrew then. Carter Boy in front, holding that race lead from pretty much the start of this race. Ollie O'Neill losing a bit of time there, nothing to worry about from behind. He's got almost 5.5 seconds back to Blackwell. You can't even see him on track there. So it's all about P1 and P2 at the minute. Carter Boy just pulling a bit of a gap, using his penalty through there completely. He's dropped that completely now. He's not got to worry about that, as has Ollie O'Neill. So it's 6 of a second still between these two. Zach Blackwell up into 3rd then. He's managed to battle his way past Simon O'Neill. Getting up the inside of Andretti hairpin. Luke Doherty then up into 4th, but coming under pressure from Pav 46. Simon O'Neill in 6th then was the 3rd position. Potterman Pot then got himself up into 7th. He'll be looking to get past Simon ASAP. Burnfry then unfortunately pushed down into 9th, so possibly Burnfry had a little bit of off-track action. Coming under pressure from Cutler actually behind. That's not going to help him, a bit of off-track action there as well. So Weiss holding on to that 11th, because he's not able to close that gap back up on him. Both the drivers holding penalties there as well. So 1/4 of a second between Carter Boy and Ollie O'Neill. There's Ollie O'Neill just hanging about waiting for the last couple of laps. We'll wait and see. Zach then holding on to that 3rd position. 2nd between himself and Luke Doherty. Doherty has got a Rizzler paper between himself and Pav 46. It was for a second there as they came through the corkscrew anyway. So yeah, Pav's looking to close in on Luke Doherty. Luke's inside line, trying to stay in the slipstream of Zach in front. So it goes defensive. Can Pav sweep back round? No, he can't. Doherty holds that position, then defends it well. Pav's got to try again. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock, so all to play for at the minute for these drivers. Let's go and see what's happening at the front quickly. Carter Boy still leads this race. Now got 0.8 of a second from Ollie O'Neill in second. Just put himself a little cheeky fastest lap in as well. 1:33.2 for Ollie. So Zach then holding on to third. He's got a minute and a half left to try and fend these two drivers off behind Luke Doherty and Pav 46. So through the corkscrew, we're on board with Pav 46, looking to chase down Luke Doherty. Trying to go down the inside of Zach Blackwell there. Not quite able to do it, picks up a penalty for his trouble as well. Too many wheels off track there for Luke Doherty. Slowed them both down, that's allowed Pav up the inside. Does he get around the inside of Luke Doherty? He does, and he gets up the inside of Zach Blackwell as well. So Pav gets past 2 drivers there. Puts himself up into 3rd position. So not a lot of chance of catching the 2 drivers in front. Oh, he's just picked up a penalty for that off-track action there as well. 30 seconds left on the clock. Pav chucked himself up into 3rd. Great drive by Pav 46. Blackwell pushed down into 4th when Luke Doherty 5th. These two having a good battle actually. Simon O'Neill holding on to 6th. Potomac Pot still not able to get past him. Get to the... Oh, he's going for a different line through there. Everyone's getting a little bit fighty as they come to the end of this race. Potomac Pot go for a different move, trying to go between Zach Blackwell and Simon O'Neill. Carter Boy then heading up the hill towards the corkscrew. Just keeping my eye on those places. Potomac Pot then up into 5th. Three-way sandwich they head into the corkscrew. Potomac Pot wins out though. He's gone deep, he's on the sand. That's slowed him down. Oh, he's just been punted by Simon O'Neill at the rear end. Simon didn't lose too much speed though, but Clip Potter. So it's all getting a bit fighty. I do just want to get to these 2 drivers at the front. Oh, it's all kicking off now for P1. Carter Boy and Ollie O'Neill side by side as they come down this start-finish straight. I think Ollie O'Neill... No, Carter Boy's going to hold it. Carter Boy takes the win. Ollie O'Neill takes 2nd. Pav 46 then comes home in 3rd place. Zach Blackwell 4th. Dan in 5th. Potomac Pot in 6th. Luke Doherty 7th. Simon O'Neill in 8th. Burn Fry going to come home in 9th. Cutler 10th. Big Z didn't manage to get his way. Oh, what's happened there? What? Oh, wait, stop it. Big Z then didn't manage to get himself back past Weiss then up into 11th. And Weiss finishing in 12th then at the end. So yeah, all got a little bit fighty then. I didn't know where to look. Yeah, some good racing from the minis as per usual. Laguna Seca. A nice track to play about with them on as well. So we'll have a few minutes break and then we jump into race 2. So it's a half-hour race for race 2. Reverse grid as well. The settings are a little bit different. They can use different tyres in this one. Fuel depletion and tyre wear is on. So strategy plays a part in race 2, whereas race 1 is an all-out sprint. So we should get a little bit of a 5-minute break, 10-minute break, something like that. Yeah, like I say, some good racing from the minis again. So yeah, Carter Boy and Ollie O'Neill just managed to streak away with that one, really. Good battle at the end there. So into race 2 then. Let's see what the tyre wear set at times 10 and fuel depletion is times 5. They do start with 70 litres. What's the tyre wear? Maximum tyre super softs and minimum tyre is racing hards. Burnt right, stop messing about, get yourself in the second race. Don't tell me you're not racing the second one. Not having it. Yeah, so good racing from Pav there again to come from the back of the pack. Like I say, I missed it. I didn't see what happened to Potter and Pav. Both of them were first and third. Ended up 11th and 12th. Fought the way back through though. Pav coming home in third. I think Potter took 6th. So let's just have a quick look. Yeah, Potter took 6th. Pav came home in third at the end of that one. But Carter Boy and Ollie O'Neill just ran away with that. Zach Blackwell and Luke Doherty had a good old fight as well. Luke Doherty losing out there though, coming home in 7th in the end. Dan 5th, Potter 6th, Luke 7th, Simon in 8th, Burfry 9th, get yourself in race 2, stop messing about. Cutler in 10th, Bigsy 11th and Weiss in 12th for that one. Looks like there might have been a bit of contact between Burnt Fry, Potter and Pav. That was what may have caused it. Come on, Burnt Fry, get yourself in race 2. Stop throwing your toys out the pram. Alright, sweep that hair out your face. That's what's doing it. Go put your My Little Pony hair clip in, whatever it is. You just flung out your pram. Put it in your hair. Get back on track. Stop messing about. That's not what I want. That's what I want. It happens, Burnt right. It happens. He's still in the lobby anyway, so don't tell me you're not racing race 2. No, I shan't. I shan't shut up and be miserable just because you've seen a photo with me with a smile on. You always thought I was a grumpy old man. Yeah, Bert Fryer, you don't make me tell your dad, right? Don't make me tell your dad, Bert Fryer, that you've quit a race. What do you mean I never smile? What photos have you seen of me? Huh? Not having that, Bert Fry. Have some of that. What you saying, Luke? I think I need AC/DC blasting for this next race. Need to get your potions back. Oh. Better crack on with it then. I think what you need is the theme tune to, not the theme tune, what is it, theme tune? I don't even know. It's Top Gun. I think you need Danger Zone. I think, me too. I think you need some of that going on. You like that, Burn Fry? Don't tell me I never smile. Do you know how much that hurt? So yeah, Weiss, yeah, I didn't think I'd seen you for a while, Weiss. You just popped up in the chat saying first few laps in the Mini for a while. Second race to go though, Weiss. You do start from the front of the pack. Don't break too early. That's all I'm going to say. Don't break too early. No pressure, Weiss. I think that's even your catchphrase on your after race catchphrase, isn't it? No pressure. Does sound like I've got a murderer in my right ear when this camera angle's playing. Does sound like there's someone walking next to me. No pressure wise. We won't concentrate on you in race 2 at all. What? Dutch of Belle's song, Dutch of Belle's song, alright. I believe you. I'm not googling that, but I believe you. Don't say that. Positive thoughts, Weiss. Positive thoughts. Come on. You can win race 2. Just play your strategy right. So, I would have thought race 2 is going to start any second. We should get an all-to-track shout by Cutler. Come on, Weiss. Rooting for you now. Drive it like you stole it, Weiss, but watch the tyres and fuel. So a sedate police chase. That's what we're looking for here. Yeah, there it is again, that angle. My right ear just sounds like there's someone creeping up. I don't like it. Yeah, I know how you feel, Weiss. I don't get enough track time in, to be honest. And then I enter things like the GTTCC with all the best intentions. Don't get me wrong, I did alright this season. I got promoted to the next division up, so you know, joint third with Mr. Ant Savage. But yeah, first couple of races, yeah, no good at all. Just trying to get my head around turning the bloody steering wheel. Alright, so there we go. Cutler giving us the auto track shout. Here we go then, race 2. Doherty that will be leading this one. So reverse grid. As I say, Weiss going to be leading this one. So Biggsy second, then Cutler third. Burnfry fourth. Tell me you're not racing the second race. Knew you would. Come on, Weiss. Everybody's rooting for you, Weiss. Apart from the not great start. Looks like a bit of a false start from Weiss, to be honest. So we'll just let him get through the melee of the first turn. Simon O'Neill's got a bit of a scorching start though, taking the lead. Up into P1, already under pressure from Luke Doherty, Biggsy and Potter McPott. So Potter having a great start. Firing himself up into fourth already, going down the inside of Biggsy there for third. He's dragging Burnfry with him as well, so Biggsy might lose another place here. Biggsy down into fifth then, Burnfry has got through. So Biggsy fifth, Zach Blackwell in sixth, NGR Cutler in seventh, Pat 46 in eighth, Dan in ninth, Ollie O'Neill in 10th. To get past Dan as they head up the hill. Weiss in 11th, and Carter Boy just having to hold on to 12th at the minute as they head up towards the corkscrew. Come on, Weiss, you can still do this. Oh, there's chaos in the corkscrew. Who's that? Someone's been punted. Potter McPott. Looks like Potter McPott has been T-boned into the corkscrew. Now down at the back of the pack, 4 seconds down as well. It is a half-hour race, like I say, plenty of time to catch back up, take some positions, but not how you want to start race 2 really, especially lap 1. So back up front, Luke Doherty has managed to get himself out front. Holds on to P1 at the minute. Simon O'Neill's in P2, Burnfry up into P3. There's a bit of a penalty for Burnfry. Biggsy in P4, Zach P5, Cutler in P6, Pav in P7, Ollie O'Neill in P8, Weiss in P9 then, so a couple of places made up for Weiss. Carter Boy in P10, Dan in P11. McPott then gained half a second back in 12th position, so drive the life out of that Mini. It's going to hurt those tyres as well for him to do so. So then Luke Doherty leading this race. Go for a bit of onboard action with Luke. So looking back, we see Simon O'Neill then, a second back already for Simon. 10th there as well for Luke Doherty. And again, another one through that turn there. So a good drive at the minute, Luke. He's just got to try and stay out front. Might take a little while for some of the faster drivers from race 1 to battle their way through the midfield drivers. So Luke Doherty, fastest lap of the race at the minute, 1:34.1. This is only lap 3 though, only just started lap 3. So still pulling more time out from Simon O'Neill behind. 1.3 seconds that gap now. You can see visibly that Mini of Simon O'Neill's just getting smaller and smaller in the background. 1.5 seconds the gap. O'Neill second. He's got a fair old gap back to Bigsy in third, 1.4 seconds. Cutler in fourth. Oh, I say that. Cutler's just stuck a wheel on the sand, and you saw it just twisted the back end of that Mini out. And unfortunately, that's put him almost at the back of the pack. He's now down in 11th. He'll have Potter McPot coming at him pretty damn quickly as well. Potter McPot coming on that hill at full race pace. Cutler having to pick up his speed again after that little sand trap action. Bit of a penalty for Potter as well. Oh, Cutler running it deep through. Oh, wrong one. Running it deep through the corkscrew as well, so he might pick up a penalty for that. Oh, Potter McPot though, putting everything he can to try and catch up with Cutler. Nearly loses it. Right on the rear bumper of NGR Cutler then as he head around this final turn. Potter finished dropping that penalty. Cutler's gone a little bit deep again into that final turn. That's going to allow Potter McPot through up into 11th then. Cutler down in 12th now in race 2. Let's go and see what's happening out front. Luke Doherty then. He's not managed to make a full-on breakthrough yet. Simon O'Neill's kept that 1.3 second gap. These two drivers have got 2.9 seconds, nearly 3 seconds over third place Pav. Pav's had an absolute stormer, starting from third position, third from the back, he's up into third from the front. So Pav, Ollie O'Neill holding on to fourth, and a bit of pressure from Bigsy behind. Weiss up into sixth. Come on, Weiss. Flashing those lights, does Weiss. Zach Blackwell into 7th. Weiss under some pressure as they come up to the corkscrew. Who's going to win out here? Oh, Zach's running a bit deep. He's going to pick up a penalty for that, I'm sure. Penalty for it. Looks like Zach's got away with that actually. So Burnfry in 8th. Pot up into 9th now. He's managed to get himself back past Dan as well pretty quickly. So Dan in the pits then, getting rid of those worn soft tyres. Carter Boy in 11th. He's going to take that position off of Dan though. So old pit lane in this one. See, Dan's not even met his pit crew yet. So back up to the front, Luke Doherty. So he has managed to make a bit of a break now. 2.4 second his lead. He's on the super softs. We'll wear out a lot quicker than these softs of Simon O'Neill's. So Pav then in third. So all these drivers, tyres not looking actually that bad compared to Simon O'Neill's in front. Ollie O'Neill's behind. So he's in an O'Neill sandwich at the minute. Pav, I don't know how he feels about that. It's a father-son combo as well. So Weiss then up into 5th. He got himself past Bigsy with that penalty. So still in the hunt then, Weiss, that's good. Keep it up. Bigsy in 6th then. Potter McPot up into 7th, let's say that. He's just got himself past Burnfry, both drivers getting a wheel on the sand. Potter managing to keep it in a straight line. Burnfry unfortunately has spun himself off track, and now he's down in 11th position. So yeah, that's as much as it takes, just getting one of those rear wheels on the sand as you're exiting one of these turns. And away you go. So Burnfry from 8th to 11th. There's Dan, in fact, falling back to Dan. Was it 33 seconds back from Burnfry? But again, he has pit. So he's out on the racing mediums then for Dan. Luke Doherty, his gap been reduced a little bit. He's gone back up, it was 2.1, he's now back up to 2.4. Simon O'Neill, he's got Pav 46 all over his rear end. Can Pav 46 get the move done before corkscrew? I don't think he's quite close enough. He does get the slightly tighter line. He's going to get the better drive out. He just catches tail end of Simon O'Neill then as he comes out of there. Simon O'Neill picking up a penalty. Pav 46 just running around the outside, or looking to keep it on track there. Pav chucks himself in the pits anyway. Reg GT, some smoker. How you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping in. So Simon O'Neill then takes the lead of this race on the absolute battered Racing Softs. Bigsy also not stop as well. His tyres looking absolutely worn out. Plenty of fuel on board though for Bigsy. Cutler third, again not stopped. Done a really good job with his tyres as Cutler. Everyone else pretty much in the pits apart from Dan. So where's Dan? He should be coming through any second now to take a few places. No, a little bit far back. So he just comes past pit entrance there, just put him up into fourth, but a lot of the drivers have now been released from their pit boxes. So keeps that position, I don't know. Let's come back and check that out. Simon O'Neill stops out then. He's going to run his fuel tank pretty much dry. Bigsy's got a fair chunk on. Cutler's got a fair chunk on as well, so these two could possibly do Cutler especially could do a couple more laps. Tyres hardly worn out at all compared to Bigsy's in front. Almost the exact opposite in terms of tyre wear. So Cutler just able to drive down the inside of Bigsy. Racing softs, but you can see Cutler's done a fantastic job of keeping those softs in a good condition. He stays out for another one. No, he doesn't. He comes in. Sorry. So Bigsy, Simon, and Cutler come in then. Where does that put Pav? So there's a 15-second gap. So in this final turn then. Three drivers who were in the pit not released yet. So Pav taking race lead then. Fresh set of racing softs, half a tank of fuel. So Pav's strategy to under fuel a little bit to get them out the pits first. Have the lighter car as well. Doherty on the other hand gone for some racing mediums and a full tank. A little bit of a penalty to lose. Weiss up into third position. Fresh set of racing softs, half a tank. Strategy played out well so far, Weiss. Well, I thought Luke Doherty had just gone off track, but no. Weiss closing in on him. Ollie O'Neill in fourth then, 4 seconds back. So almost a full tank. Racing softs for Ollie O'Neill, put him pot up into fifth, half a tank racing softs. Carter Boy, so he's gone for a set of racing super softs at some point, without fuel in by the look of it. So he'll have to come in pretty damn quick for another quick top up. So Simon O'Neill in seventh then. Luke was doing alright in race one, he just got it a little bit wrong. So Bigsy in 8th after his stop, he's gone for about 3/4 of a tank and racing softs. Carter Boy comes back in the pits then, so possibly press the don't refuel button. I'm sure he's kicking himself for that. So where were we? Bigsy 7th, Cutler in 8th. Dan in 9th. Those mediums already taken a battering from Dan. Came in a few laps ago. Zach in 10th then on the racing mediums as well, 3/4 of a tank. Burnfry 11th, racing soft 3/4 of a tank, and Carter Boy just taking on board fuel. Wood. So unfortunately comes out the back of the pack then for Carter Boy. Taking the win in race 1, but struggling in race 2. Pav, on the other hand, 7-second lead currently. So he's out of the race in softs. Just over a quarter of a tank. He will have to come in a lot earlier than Luke Doherty. Luke Doherty out of a set of mediums. So we'll be able to run a bit longer on those medium tyres with that extra fuel. Weiss then holding on to third, just dropping that penalty then. Just not used that much fuel actually. Weiss is being closed down by Ollie O'Neill though for that third position. Ollie O'Neill only 0.8 of a second back. Pot in 5th, 4 seconds down. He's done the same thing, gone for less fuel. Simon O'Neill locking the front end of that Mini-O. It's not going to do your tyres any good. Sitting in 6th at the minute though for Simon. Not that far off Potter, 2.6 seconds. Bigsy then 3.0 is going to be a little bit further back now, 3.4 seconds now, or 3.1. He's running himself a bit deep through there as well. Lost more time to Simon then. Cutler 8th, 5 seconds back from Bigsy. Big gap starting to develop then. Dan in 9th, he's also 4.2 seconds back. Zach in 10th, he's 8.5 seconds back for Zach. Carter Boy in 11th. He's got himself past Burnfry. What's happened to Burnfry? Maybe just struggling on those tyres a little bit. The wear starting to come in again. So Pav out front extended his gap to 8 seconds from Luke Doherty. That lighter car with those soft tyres obviously playing into Pav's favour. I think he's had a few races in these minis since starting the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Pulls out another 0.3 of a second almost through there. Just dropped a bit. So Ollie O'Neill's got himself past Weiss, then up into 3rd. Weiss still holding that penalty. Coming under pressure for that position from Potter McPott as well. Burnfry's left the room. So Potter McPott then just about a second back from Weiss. His racing soft starting to look a little bit worn out though. Closing the gap nonetheless. Simon O'Neill 6th. Great big stomp on the breakthrough there. Up over the brow of the hill then towards this corkscrew. So 2 drivers get this one wrong. Great big chunk of curb on the right hand side as we come through there. Nice line through there from Simon. Bigsy also taking it nice and steady through there, not wanting to pick up any more penalties then for Bigsy. O'Neill's chucked himself in the pits, so that's going to allow Weiss back through and Potter McPott. So Potter McPott's lost a bit of time to Weiss then. O'Neill losing positions as he comes in for his pit stop. So Cutler 8th. Still got, didn't mean to do that. Dan in 8th now then. Ollie O'Neill in 9th due to his pit stop. Ollie O'Neill 10th then due to his pit stop. Zach coming through taking that 9th position off him. Carter Boy. O'Neill back out the pits then, so Carter Boy unfortunately is going to stay in 11th. It'll say 10th there, but like I say, we have just seen Ollie O'Neill being released from the pits. He'll be out of that pit lane before Card Boy comes round. There you go. He's actually managed to get round before Zach Blackwell as well, so into 9th for Ollie. Let's go and see what Pav's up to. So he's pulling more time out. 9.4 now. 9.5. He will be in the pits this lap, looking at that fuel gauge. So what does he do this time? Let's see where Luke Doherty is. 10.2 seconds. He's got a bit of a penalty there. He will be able to go long on those mediums, although they are starting to look a bit beaten up now. Still got half a tank of fuel to go though, so he can come in for a quick stop and just chuck on a quick set of tyres and carry on with that half a tank. Potter's come in, Weiss has come in as well. So yeah, don't pay attention to the positions as such. It does throw them all out of whack when people come in the pits. So if you come in the pits, the second someone else passes the pit entrance, you lose that position. Even though you might actually be being released from the pits half a mile down the road somewhere, but it doesn't actually register to you out of pit lane. So Luke Doherty then, he's now got a 9-second lead over second place Simon O'Neill. Simon himself has got nearly 11 seconds over third place Bigsy. Bigsy taking all his anger out on those racing softs again. Literally nothing left on those, still holding quarter of a tank of fuel. Whether he burns all that off before he comes in, we'll have to wait and see. Pav back out of the pits then. So he's gone for 3/4 of a tank this time and racing softs. 9 minutes remaining. That lasts until the end of the race, possibly. Cutler into 5th then, still holding half a tank, racing softs. Ollie O'Neill 6th, so he's just come out of the pits on a fresh set of racing mediums. Weiss 7th, he's gone for the super softs and half a tank. So the faster tyre, let's see if he can put his fastest lap of the race in on those. Pot in 8th then, so he's come in, he's gone for just over half a tank and a fresh set of racing softs. Bit of a penalty to drop, but 8th position. Oh, almost getting it wrong through there. Seen a lot of drivers do that. Duco, yes, how you doing? Yeah, boy. Cutler comes in then, as does Bigsy. Carter Boy, we saw him in a couple of laps ago. Those racing mediums starting to take a bit of a beating. So Dan in 10th, fresh set of racing mediums for Dan. Zach in 11th, and he's got a fresh set of racing soft, so similar fuel on board for these two. But you will see Zach will just be able to eat away at Dan's time due to those tyres. Not if they drive off track like that, they won't. So you should just see Zach Blackwell just taking 10ths out of Dan's time with those racing softs. Might allow Dan to come back at him later on in the race as Zach's tyres wear out a bit quicker than Dan's in front. So let's crack on and see what's happening up front. Luke Doherty then, pull more gap out front, 13.3 seconds from Simon O'Neill in second place. He's lost a bit of time to Pav. Gap down to 5.2 seconds. O'Neill holding on to 4th. Drivers like sticking a wheel on that sand there. So Weiss holding on to 5th, having a good race at the minute. Weiss is only 1.5 seconds back from 1.4 now from Ollie O'Neill in 3rd. He's on those super softs as well, so come on Weiss, I'm still rooting for you. Pot in 5th then, lost a bit more of that penalty, still got to drop that. So possibly looking to run to the end of the race then Potter. Cutler coming through the final turn, then pit last lap, fresh set of racing super softs, half a tank of fuel, so he'll be running to the end. 6 minutes left on the clock. Big C's gone from racing softs, he's got just under half a tank, 7th position at the minute. Way off, Cutler in front, 9 seconds, he's got Dan only 2.5 seconds back. Zach's right on his tail now. So go for a move down the inside into the Andretti. No, he doesn't. Naughty move. Carter Boy then just being released from the pits, but Zach does go through the second apex of the Andretti hairpin, taking that 9th position off of Dan. Oh, getting it wrong through there though. It's going to allow Dan to come back at him. Yeah, when the tyre wear starts kicking in on Zach's car in 9th, you might see Dan starting to take advantage again. Come back to that one. But Luke Doherty now 14 seconds out in front. Pav's got himself up into 2nd position. So a bit of work to do for Pav with only 5 minutes left on the clock. It's Luke Doherty's fuel situation. Yeah, he's got a quarter of a tank on. He might just be able to make the end of this race. Whether those tyres do or not is a different matter. So Pav's 2nd then. Ollie O'Neill 3rd. 7.4 seconds back for Ollie then. A lot of work to do for him. Pottimer Pot in 4th, 5.9 seconds back. Weiss holding on to 5th. Yeah, he has put his fastest lap of the race in. There you go then. In fact, Weiss has put fastest lap of the race in. 1:33.4. Come on, Weiss. Down in 6th now, Cutler 7th. Only 4 minutes remaining. Big C in 8th. Zach running it deep through there again. That's going to allow Dan to come back at him. He has lost a bit of time to him. To come back now then after that bit of off-track action. Carter Boy 9.5 seconds back, so winner of race 1. Just not managed to quite get on with it in race 2 for some reason tonight, Carter Boy. Pav from Duco. So Luke Doherty then has decided not to come in for tyres. He's picked up a penalty. He's lost half of that lead he had. He did have 14 seconds over Pav. He's now got less than 6. So the worn out racing mediums of Luke Doherty's car in P1 really starting to affect his race now. See how much time Pav 46 can chop out of that. We have only got 3 minutes left on the clock, which does equate to about 2 laps, possibly 3. So gap down to less than 5 seconds then. Luke Doherty must starting to be sweating in his sim rig. 4.5 seconds coming down quickly. Pav's on an absolute storm at the end of this race. Ollie O'Neill holding on to 3rd. No pressure from Ollie to try and take 1st or 2nd. Pottimer Pot, he's a little way back as well, 5.7 seconds. Weiss now 2.3 seconds back. Keep it on track, Weiss. So holding on to 5th at the minute. Simon O'Neill 4 seconds back in 6th. Cutler holding on to 7th. He's also just put his fastest lap in, 1:34.5 on the racing super softs. Big Z in 8th. So not a lot of pressure for Big Z at the minute. Zach has managed to pull a bit of a gap now from Dan, 1.7 second. Going through the corks again. Penalty as well for Dan. 0.6 second. Carter Boy's managed to close that gap right back up. 1.7 second between Carter Boy and Dan now. So still positions to be had for Carter Boy at the end of this race. Oh, especially if Dan goes off track like that. That's going to allow Carter Boy to close right back up on him. And he's gone deep through the final turn. Carter Boy sneaks past, then takes that 10th position. Dan won't be happy with that. And while we've been chatting, Pav 46, sorry Pav, I missed that. You've stormed through to take P1. 1.5 second lead, 1.6 second lead. So Luke Doherty, yeah, I think struggling a bit on those tyres, looking absolutely better now. Luke Doherty's racing mediums. Struggling to keep it on the black stuff at the minute, I think. Having to brake a little bit earlier. Yeah, you can see Pav just pulling away. Now 2.5 seconds up the road. Yes, Pav from Duco, you get some shouts tonight. Pav, he won't be able to get out of his sim rig. His head will be that heavy, or that big. So Luke Doherty then holding on to second position. Will he get across the line? Yes, he will. He thought he'd finished. Now he's going to come under pressure from Ollie O'Neill. I think Luke Doherty's going to have to do some serious fuel saving here. Yeah, he's put his hazards on. He's never going to make another lap round, is Luke Doherty. So Ollie O'Neill's going to come through and take that third position with ease by the look of it. That's a good drive by Ollie. Finished second in race 1. Came from the back of the pack. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Luke. I'm sure he would have liked to battle it out to the end, but it's not quite happening for him at the minute. Yeah, so he's pretty much out of fuel now, is Luke Doherty. Simon O'Neill then straight through up into P2. Pav quite comfortable out front now, 10.5 seconds in P1. Ollie O'Neill's going to come home in second. Luke Doherty going for a Drift-O-Matic off-road action in third. Potter's already crossed the line in fourth. Weiss coming home in fifth. Good drive, Weiss. Simon's come home sixth. Cutler seventh. Bigsy eighth. Zach in ninth. Carter Boy 10th. And Dan in 11th. So we'll just catch back up with Pav as he comes around that final turn then. Great racing from Pav. So coming home, handbrake. Yes, Pav handbraked across the line for Pav 46. Ollie O'Neill then going to come home second. Good drive from Ollie. Another handbrake across the line. Thank you. And Luke Doherty, unfortunately, he's in limp home mode now. So I don't know how much of a handbrake we're going to get from Luke, if anything. No, it goes into auto stop. So there's your positions. I will pull those back up. I'm a what? I'm a fraud. Why are you a fraud? I think that's what you meant to say. Yeah. Why are you a fraud, Weiss? Huh? Have you just had a doppelganger sitting for you? Like, what's his name? Abt, whatever it is. So, race results then. Pav storming through the pack, coming home in P1 at the end of that one. It's a great racing for Pav. 10-second lead as well at the end. So, Ollie O'Neill takes second place. Luke Doherty third. Potter McPot fourth. Weiss in fifth. Go on, Weiss. Told you you could do it. Wasn't quite the win, but fifth place all the same. Simon O'Neill in sixth. Cutler in seventh. Bigsy eighth. Zach Blackwell in 9th, Carter Boy in 10th, and Dan Butcherlord in 11th. And yeah, we did lose Burnt Fry in that one. Bit of a shame. Yeah, it was worth a go, Luke. It was worth a go. It's a shame. Maybe it was worth just coming in for a little blip, and then you might have been able to just stay in front of Ollie, put the pressure back on Pav. I don't know. I wasn't racing it. But yes, that was round 6 of Next Gen Racing's CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. I hope you've liked what you've watched. Always good fun in the minis. One of the drivers already left the lobby actually. You might see this change to a different track before you know it. So come on then, Weiss, why are you a fraud? I don't need like a 17 million word essay or anything. But just before I end this stream, I need to know. So, nothing on tomorrow night. The mini challenge races are finished. I think they are trying to hook up a season 2, but they have been trying to sort of push them over to the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup, so you might see some of the drivers from that, some more of the drivers from that over in this series. Back Wednesday night again for Next Gen Racing's Team versus Team GR3 event, so that's also back from the summer break, 8:30 for that one. We've got SimFX, Next Gen Racing, Mature Racing Club and CRT, the Charlatan Racing Club, all 4 teams battling it out in the GR3 class. 2 lobbies of that, pros and the pro-ams. I commentate over the pros, and we've got ADG commentating over the pro-ams, so make sure you go and check out his channel as well. Thursday back for the GR2s with the P1 boys, and yeah, I think that's it, and then back for the following round of this next Monday. So that's the lineup. Come on, Weiss, you're not giving me an answer as to why you're a fraud. That's not cricket. Leaving us all hanging here. Or me. I don't know if anyone else cares, but okay, so it's just me and Cutler in the room. And there we go. Now it's nobody. Booted. You're not being forthcoming, Weiss. Come on, Weiss, I'm getting antsy. Let's see who we've got out and about racing. Random Jake. What's he up to? Who's he got in his lobby? Ooh. Who got in there? Nobody I know. So that's the pro-ams. Looks like they've finished as well. It doesn't look like I'm getting an answer from Weiss, so that's pretty much going to be about it. Like I say, back Wednesday for the Next Gen Racing Team versus Team event. That's 8:30. 9 o'clock on Thursday for the GR2s with the P1 boys. Come and check that out. And back next Monday at 8:30 for these. Come and check that out. Yeah, I hope you've liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.